Hello and welcome to another vlog. My name is Josie. If we haven't met before, I've been making knitting and crafting vlogs for the past few weeks. This is a channel all about knitting and crafting, but mostly I've really been enjoying making vlogs, so here's another one. Let me show you what I've been working on. I'm really glad that I got to the ribbing when I did, which was on Saturday, because it has taken me since Saturday to get all this progress. Because it's twisted ribbing, the bane of my existence. Full twisted ribbing, not even half, full. I don't think if it was for me, if this cardigan was for me, I don't think I'd do it. I don't think I would do the full twisted ribbing. I know that because it is a cardigan, that's why she does it. So that it like looks beautiful on, both sides. This is the right side and this is the wrong side, and it's beautiful on both sides. But if it was for me, I wouldn't do it. Twisted ribbing is just a slog, and I think it looks nice. I think it'll be worth it, but I don't think it looks that much nicer than just regular ribbing. I don't know. But it has taken me, I started this Saturday afternoon. It's 14 rows of twisted ribbing, and I'm on row I just finished row 13. So I have one more row and then the bind off. But ooh, takes a while. So I'm glad that I did this over the weekend and on Monday, because it would have been a boring vlog if I was just doing twisted ribbing the whole time. Yeah, it was a good weekend. I told you that I got to have craft night on Friday, which was a lot of fun. It was a little hectic with my little one teething, so he wasn't very happy. I had to go and help out with that. But we got to watch the opening ceremony a little bit. It was just a small group of us girls, just 2 other girls, and we just chatted, watched the opening ceremony of the Olympics, and crafted. So it was fun. And then I got some alone time Saturday morning, which was really sweet. A really good time. I got a lot of knitting done. I finished my audiobook, which I can officially talk about and recommend. It's called Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. It's fantasy, although it's very modern fantasy. Like, sometimes it's an audiobook, and sometimes when I listen to it, they would say something and I'd be like, oh yeah, this is fantasy, this isn't real life. It's just written very modern. But I really enjoyed it. It is a romance fantasy. Like, romance is a heavy plot, but it's not how I was recommended by, I'll put her Instagram handle. I follow her. She's like a Christian writer. I believe she's a Christian writer. She might just be a Christian reader. But she gives several books that are like no spice and low spice novels. And that's just one thing that I got really frustrated in, especially with my last book, the amount of just inappropriate content. That bothers me. I know it doesn't bother all Christians. Like, some Christians can just like, or women. I don't know. Some people can just skip past the inappropriate parts, whether they're reading it or like on audiobook. But personally, I just get frustrated with it. Like, I just don't see the need to have that in books. And so I like looking for books that do not have that. And so I found this girl on Instagram and tried out this book, and she does give a description of, like, there's I forget how she describes it, but there is like one scene. Well, I don't want to give it away. I'm going to write on the screen exactly what she says so that I don't give it away in her like little book review. And full disclosure, I did skip through a little bit of that scene. It was not explicit, which was awesome, but I don't know, it was just not something I wanted to listen to. But I did really, really enjoy the book. I got through it really quickly. It was enjoyable. I wanted to keep reading. So yeah, it was really good. I'm on the second one right now, and so far so good. So yes, I finished my audiobook on Saturday, but I've just had a really emotional and hard weekend, honestly. This postpartum, so my first postpartum with my son, with my oldest son Simon, I had postpartum depression and anxiety. I never went on medication, but I did start seeing a counselor pretty early on, and it helped a lot to see her. And then my oldest son started sleeping through the night at 5 months. I did not know how awesome that was, but it was awesome. But then with Noah's postpartum, I felt a lot better. Like, I did not have postpartum anxiety and depression, but I still had significant moments of like postpartum rage, postpartum anxiety, and postpartum depression, but it wasn't all the time. It was just not on the same level, but when it would happen, it would be severe. Anyway, I went and saw my OB after a particularly difficult time, and we noticed that this was happening every time that I was PMSing. And so she diagnosed me with premenstrual dysphoric disorder, because it was every time I had a PMS week, I would get these severe symptoms, emotional symptoms. But then after PMS was over, I would feel very normal again. So I got put on antidepressant, and it has helped tremendously. And more than just the PMS weeks, it has helped tremendously. As someone who does walk through anxiety, yeah, it's helped tremendously. I have said on numerous occasions, I did not know parenting could feel this way. I did not know I could feel so good while being a mother. With that though, the PMS can sometimes still be hard, and this was a really hard month. Things that I am able to normally shake off, the intrusive thoughts, I just wasn't able to this month. With all that being said, this might be a Debbie Downer way to start the vlog, but what I love about YouTube so much, and vlogs specifically, is that it feels like you're making friends with the people that you watch. It feels like you're getting to know them. They don't let you in the front door of their house, but they let you have a window into their life. Yeah, not a front door, because some things need to be remained private, but a window. And people can choose what to put up in that window and let people see. And I really like seeing people's real lives. I like it. The people that I follow and watch on vlogs are people that are not showing all the highlights. So I hope you can understand why I'm sharing this, why it might be not a super fun start to the vlog. But it's a real start to the vlog. It's weird. If anyone who has walked through mental health before to know that I'm in a really low state, I can recognize it, but I know it's gonna get better in a few days. Especially if you have had PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder. But it's Tuesday morning, so my oldest is at preschool. My youngest is down for his nap. Well, he's talking, if you can hear him talk in the monitor. And I'm just working on my last row of twisted rib before I bind off. Italian bind off, which is one of my favorites. Knitting is bringing me a lot of joy. The audiobook is a good distraction. Not a bad distraction, but a good one. And then gospel music, reading my Bible is bringing me a lot of comfort. As well as my family, bringing me a lot of encouragement. I have joy, good distractions, comfort, and encouragement, thanks to God. So I'm excited to be here. Creating a vlog is also a really good distraction. And so I'm glad you're here with me. And I don't think every day is going to be Debbie Downer day. I can't predict the future the next 2 days, but typically once I start flowing, the emotions go away. Feels crazy to say it, but it's true. Anyway, I'm going to relax for a little while. It is so beautiful outside. Currently, it is 57 degrees. It is melting the snow. This is the first time in like 2 weeks I've seen the grass in our backyard. It is so exciting. We rode with the windows down. I think I got a clip of it. My son hates like wind in his hair, so he was like, Mama, please put the windows up. And I said, I'll put them up when we go fast, but I want them down when we go slow. It was so lovely. It's stunning outside. So I'm really hoping after rest time and nap time, we can go out and enjoy the weather. There's still snow everywhere, but who cares? We can walk on the street in our neighborhood. There's something about sunshine and warmth that just make my heart sing. Anyway, I'm gonna keep trucking along on this bind off.
Duck, 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 donut, donut, donut. Day, day, day. Drum, drum, drum. Desk, desk, desk. Da, da, da. There, there, there. Star.
Nice, buddy. Okay, I think I showed you earlier that I sewed up the sides. The side looks so good with the colors like offset. The side is still the weird looking side where like all the colors align. You know, it's got the double main color right there, but it's so that when you button it, the front, the green and the blue, will offset. So it looks weird now, but I think it'll be good. I tried it on and it's a little snug on me, but it's superwash yarn, so I'm not really that worried about it. And I still think it looks good. The armhole depth looks good too. So I just picked up my first sleeve, and I'm doing the purple first because I want to end with the pink because I think that will be motivating. I really wanted to see if I could knit in the round, but I don't have small enough circular needles for it. So I'm really bummed. I gotta do magic loop. It's alright. But yes, I gotta do magic loop. But it's been a good day. I'm feeling much better. I did start, Mother Nature did come, present me, and I woke up this morning feeling pretty normal, and then a few hours later started, and it's like, talk about feeling emotional. So I do feel better than I did yesterday. Emotionally, I mean. And then the sun is out today. It's not as warm as it was yesterday. Yesterday we went for a walk, but today is still a little bit too cold. But the sun has been out all day. We can see the grass in the yard. It's just wonderful. I'm going to start knitting. I do not have much time today. With just the craziness, I have about 10 minutes. But I got progress done. It now looks like a cardigan. I have some Valentine's Day wrapping to do. Oh, that reminds me. I could care less about Valentine's Day as like a romantic holiday, but as just to celebrate love and celebrate, I don't know, just like loving each other and how much God loves us. I go cheesy. I got these for my son. They're like Valentine's Day Welch's fruit snacks. So he likes fruit snacks. We don't normally get Welch's because Aldi normally doesn't have Welch's, but I got him some of these. I'll wrap up. And then I got my husband cute little, all these are from Aldi, so they're like very cheap, but he's been enjoying flavored coffee. He's just now gotten into coffee last year, 2025. I'm trying to stay quietly because he's upstairs. So I got him cute little Valentine's Day, a whole bunch of different flavored coffee. So I gotta wrap that. And then our community group tonight, we have, once a month we have the men and the women split, and then the kids take turns on who goes with who. So this month it'll be the women and the moms and the kids will be together at our house, and all the men and the dads get to go out for a dinner, and then everyone comes back home and reconvenes for bedtime. And then next month we'll switch. The dads and the men and the kids will get together at our house, and the moms and women get to go and be together. So for all the moms and the kids and the women coming here, I went to Michael's because I wanted to get hold on, let me empty out the bag. Okay. I went to Michael's because I wanted to get something crafty. My son has been loving like paint by stickers crafts. He got that for Valentine's Day for his Valentine's cards for his classmates. and he loved them. And so I went to Michael's thinking, I wonder if they would have anything. They didn't have anything like paint with stickers. But there's like 4 kids, so I just got like 4. Let me show you. Little rubber duckies, like big ones, and then little ones. And so each one will get a big one and little one. And then Michael's was pretty slim on their candy selection, so I just got fancy candy that I'll give one for each kid, and the parents, the moms and the women can just munch on them. So I get to wrap those, and then we're going to a birthday party for a neighbor friend that turned 5 on Valentine's Day, and so I have to wrap her gift too. So I get to do some wrapping, and hopefully if my little one goes down, we'll paint my nails, because it's time for the weekly nail painting segment, since I'm about to break another one. Presents are all wrapped back there. And I think I have time to paint my nails. I think I'm going to go with a brown. I don't have too many like winter colors. I definitely gravitate towards pinks. I only have one pink though, and I just wore it 2 times ago. So I wanted to try something else. I'm waiting on an order to come in from Dazzle Dry with some new colors, because I really like the idea of not having to wear like colors every time that I want to try and strengthen my nails, or make sure my nails don't break, I guess. So I ordered some like sheer colors. I was really hoping to do that next, but I don't think the delivery is going to be here until next week. So I've had to pick another color that I have. I have a dark blue that I don't wear very often. It's like a very dark blue. I have a light green that I also don't wear very often. And then I have an orange that's very fall, very like this color, which I don't really want to wear it. I do wear it, but I don't really want to wear it now. And then my pink I just wore, and that like mauve-y, purple-y color I just wore. So I'm gonna go with brown. Do you do anything for Valentine's Day? I never did anything before kiddos, really. I have very good memories of my dad and my mom's anniversary is on Valentine's Day. Like, how sweet is that? They got married on Valentine's Day. So I have very good memories of my dad getting all of us girls Valentine's Day gifts, even though, you know, it was him and mom's anniversary. I just want to pass along that I am a gift giver. I really love giving gifts. And so it'll be fun to have something small, but we'll have a nicer dinner. We'll make our own like meat sauce, and then Aldi had, what did they have? Like heart-shaped pasta, which I can't have pasta, so I'll just have like some chickpea pasta, but the boys will be able to have it, some heart-shaped pasta, and then we'll make some cookies. So it'll be fun to celebrate together. Don't have to do anything just with my husband in order to celebrate. It'll be fun with the kids. Anyway, I have to look down now since I'm currently painting my nails. I'll show you them when they're done. Brown nails. They feel very wintry. Honestly, the best thing about Dazzle Dry is it lasts a while. That's amazing. But in 5 minutes after you do your top coat, you're done. Like, you don't have to wait. You don't have to dry. You don't have to wait for 30 minutes. It's just totally dry. So I can go and knit right away. So it's great. So I'm going to clean up my mess, and then I think I'll have about 20 minutes to knit. Yay! show you my sleeve progress. Not too much, but doing good. Definitely working. I think it's drop shoulder, so there's definitely more done than you think. And I keep reminding myself that because it's magic loop. I came across a tutorial for how to weave in ends as you knit. And I did her tutorial. And can you see? Okay, yes, you can. Do you see my end down there? That's woven in, the gray. Yeah, you can totally see it. See, like, yeah, that's not fabric. That is the gray end. But you cannot see it on the other side with the ends woven in. I'm testing out well, I guess you can. I wonder if you can see it. Because for some reason, the stitches are uneven. They're like jagged. You see that right there? Like they're even here, and then they go kind of up and down, like zigzag. I was gonna say, I think I fixed it, but I'm still not very happy with the zigzags. Wonder why that happens. So I think I might have come up with a way to fix it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm playing around with weaving in ends as I knit. Because I don't want to carry them up. I've done that before, carrying stripes up, carrying the yarn up for stripes on a circular circumference, and I just didn't like that it left a seam in the middle. It wasn't that big of a deal, but I'm playing around with weaving in ends as I knit. And if I come up with a good solution, I will show you. So far, I'm not loving it. But that's okay. Over for the day. Nap and rest time will end in just about 10 minutes. I'm happy with how I fixed one side with weaving in ends, but not necessarily on the other side. I'm excited to see how it looks when it blocks, so let me show you. Okay. So for this side, you see the steps, like the zigzag there, whereas like over here when the ends aren't woven in, it's not zigzagged. Well, I think that's pretty fixed over here. Sorry, let me make sure. Yes, so the top two ones. So here, hold on, sorry about the clicking. So zigzag, 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 but up here it's not zigzagged. It just is a straight line, where it does zigzag over here where my ends are woven in. So I fixed that side, but now this side, I would not say it's fixed. The ends, like down here, or like the zigzag, there's no zigzag. However, you can see where my line is of like woven in. So you can see the gray right there and the purple right below. So I fixed that, but it has created the zigzag. It's still there, and I think you can still see it on the top one too. Yeah, the zigzag. So I don't know. I guess I just have to go up one more row. I don't know. It's like barely noticeable, so I'm not disappointed in like giving it to her. It's also like under the arm, like armpit area, so it's no big deal. But it is really fun to figure it out and be like, okay, that didn't work, now try the next thing. That is really fun, and it would be amazing if I could find a reliable way to do it. Because weaving in ends is seriously no big deal. but it's just nice not to have to. So it's fun. It's fun to like test it out and see. Anyway, it's been a fun vlog. I've enjoyed every minute of filming. I've enjoyed every minute of working on this. Hopefully next time we chat next week, hopefully I'll have a sleeve done. And then I don't think the sleeves will take very long. And then I'll just have all the finishing, like the ribbing and the hems and the button bands. No, just the neck ribbing and the button band. So that's exciting. But I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope you have a wonderful weekend if you're watching this when this comes out. I hope you have a great Valentine's Day, even if you don't do or celebrate romantically. I hope you still feel very loved and cherished. But yes, I will see you next week. Bye.